Top 5 cheeses that rebuild muscle faster than protein shakes over 60. They told you cheese was bad, too fatty, too salty, even dangerous for the heart. But what if that advice missed something important? After 60, your body isn't just aging, it's quietly shrinking, not only in height, but in muscle. Doctors call it sarcopenia, the silent loss of strength that affects nearly half of older adults. It's why simple things, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, even standing up, feel harder than they used to. Here's the surprising part. Certain cheeses, the very food many were told to avoid, are now being recognized by researchers as powerful allies for seniors. Rich in high-quality protein, calcium, and unique compounds, they don't just slow down muscle loss, they can actually help rebuild it, protect joints, and keep balance steadier. And the best news? You don't need pills or powders, just smart food at the right time. Today, we'll uncover the 5 cheeses proven by science to support strength, mobility, and independence after 60. If this sounds valuable, give this video a like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else watching. So let's dive in, and we'll begin with one that's often overlooked, yet quietly powerful: Swiss cheese, the gentle powerhouse for aging muscles. 1. Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese may look simple with its holes and mild nutty taste, but inside it carries real power for people over 60. At this stage of life, every bite matters. The body doesn't process nutrients the same way it did years ago, and muscle, bone, and nerve strength can fade. Swiss cheese offers a gentle yet effective way to slow that decline. One big reason is sodium. Many cheeses are loaded with salt, but Swiss is naturally lower. That makes it friendlier for blood pressure, the heart, and the kidneys. Just 30 grams, about 2 slices, provide nearly 8 grams of complete protein, which is more than an egg. This protein includes all the amino acids needed to maintain and repair muscle. For seniors facing sarcopenia, that's critical. But protein is only part of the story. Swiss cheese is rich in calcium to keep bones dense, and vitamin B12 to protect nerves and blood cells. Low B12 is common in older adults and can cause fatigue or balance problems. Adding Swiss cheese to your diet helps support the whole system of movement. Strong bones, steady nerves, and muscles that actually respond when you need them. Another strength lies in its fermentation. Authentic Swiss cheese contains probiotics that make digestion smoother and help the body absorb nutrients more effectively. That means more calcium and protein reach your muscles instead of going to waste. Seniors who often struggle with bloating or poor absorption find this especially helpful. Studies back this up. A European review found that older adults who added low-sodium cheeses like Swiss to their diets not only preserved more muscle, but also reported fewer digestive issues compared with those taking protein powders. Real food works better because the nutrients come in a natural balance. How should you enjoy it? The best time is after light activity, when muscles are most ready to use protein. Pair Swiss cheese with whole grain bread, avocado, or spinach for added fiber and healthy fats. Keep it out of greasy or processed meals, which can raise salt and undo the benefits. Swiss cheese might not be flashy, but it's steady, reliable, and perfect for anyone past 60 looking to protect muscle, bone, and heart health all at once. And while Swiss builds quiet strength, our next cheese takes things further. From the Mediterranean, Feta offers powerful anti-inflammatory benefits that support joints and digestion. Let's take a closer look. 2. Feta cheese. Feta cheese, Mediterranean support for aging muscles. When people think of the Mediterranean diet, feta cheese often comes to mind. Crumbly, tangy, and lighter than most cheeses, feta has been enjoyed for centuries in Greece, not just for flavor, but for health. For adults over 60, it's more than a salad topping. It can support joints, protect bones, and help muscles stay active. Made mainly from sheep's or goat's milk, feta has a unique nutrient profile. It's lower in fat and calories than many cheeses, but still provides solid protein, around 4 grams per ounce, along with calcium, phosphorus, and B vitamins. This makes it a smart choice for seniors looking for strength without heaviness. One of feta's strengths lies in its anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation quietly damages joints, stiffens arteries, and slows muscle repair. Fermented dairy, like feta, contains peptides that can reduce this stress, easing daily aches and stiffness. For many seniors, that means greater comfort in simple movement. Feta also supplies calcium and phosphorus, key minerals for bones that naturally weaken with age. A small sprinkle on vegetables or an omelet adds support for bone density and lowers the risk of falls. Because feta is lighter, it's often easier to digest than aged, richer cheeses, an advantage for older stomachs. Another hidden benefit is probiotics. Traditional feta is fermented, giving the gut beneficial bacteria. Better gut health improves nutrient absorption, immunity, and even energy. This means your body can actually use the vitamins and minerals you eat rather than losing them. The main caution? Salt. Feta can be high in sodium, so it's best enjoyed in moderation, paired with fresh foods like tomatoes or cucumbers instead of processed meals. That way, you get its benefits without stressing your heart. Feta shows us that real strength doesn't always come from heavy foods. Sometimes, it's the light, tangy traditions that keep the body steady. And while feta works gently, our next cheese takes a bolder approach. Parmesan, famous for its sharp flavor and dense nutrition, may surprise you with how much power it packs in just a sprinkle. Let's take a closer look. 3. Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese, the muscle builder in disguise. When most people think of Parmesan, they picture a sprinkle on top of pasta or a dusting over soup. But few realize that this sharp, nutty cheese is one of the most concentrated sources of muscle-friendly nutrition you can find, especially for people over 60 who want real results from small, simple choices. Parmesan is made from cow's milk and aged for at least a year, sometimes longer. This long aging process does more than create flavor. It breaks down proteins into easily digestible amino acids. For seniors, this matters. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at using protein. A younger person may eat a steak and quickly absorb the nutrients, but for someone over 60, digestion slows and muscle repair can lag. Parmesan helps bridge that gap. Its amino acids are ready to go, fueling muscle maintenance without the heavy feeling of large portions of meat. Just 1 ounce of Parmesan delivers about 10 grams of protein, more than double what you'd get from the same amount of milk or many other cheeses. Pair that with calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin A, and you have a food that not only supports muscles, but also strengthens bones and vision. For anyone hoping to stay independent longer, that combination is powerful. Another hidden strength of Parmesan is its density of micronutrients. It's packed with vitamin B12, which helps keep nerves healthy and prevents fatigue, a common complaint among older adults. It also contains zinc, vital for immunity, wound healing, and even maintaining a strong sense of taste, something that tends to fade with age. Of course, Parmesan is salty. That's why moderation is important. Instead of loading dishes with large amounts, use a small sprinkle as a flavor boost. Even a thin shaving can transform vegetables, soups, or whole-grain pasta into meals that feel satisfying without being heavy. The concentrated nutrition means you don't need much to reap the benefits. For those watching their digestion, Parmesan also tends to be more stomach-friendly. Its long aging process reduces lactose to nearly zero, so people who struggle with regular dairy often find Parmesan easier to enjoy. That makes it an inclusive option for seniors who thought cheese was off the table. So while Parmesan may look like a simple topping, it's actually a powerhouse, compact, efficient, and surprisingly gentle on the body. But not every senior wants strong flavors or aged textures. Some prefer a cheese that's soft, mild, and versatile, something that blends into almost any dish and feels like comfort food. That's where our next choice, cottage cheese, comes in. 4. Cottage cheese. Cottage cheese, the gentle giant of muscle foods. If Parmesan is the strong, concentrated powerhouse, then cottage cheese is its gentle cousin, soft, mild, and surprisingly effective for rebuilding strength after 60. Many seniors already know cottage cheese as a light, easy-to-digest option, but few realize just how valuable it can be for muscle health. What makes cottage cheese special is its unique protein structure. It's rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein that steadily releases amino acids into the bloodstream for hours. For older adults, this slow drip is a huge advantage. Muscles don't just need a quick hit of protein, they need a steady supply to repair and rebuild. Eating cottage cheese in the evening, for example, can actually help your muscles recover while you sleep, reducing overnight breakdown and supporting strength for the next day. But protein is only half the story. Cottage cheese is also high in calcium and selenium. Calcium, of course, is essential for strong bones, but selenium often gets overlooked. This mineral acts like a shield against cell damage and supports thyroid health, which plays a key role in keeping metabolism steady. Many people over 60 struggle with metabolism slowing down. Adding cottage cheese to the diet can help balance that. What's more, cottage cheese is low in fat and calories compared to aged cheeses, making it a great choice for seniors watching their weight or cholesterol. A half-cup serving delivers around 14 grams of protein with fewer than 120 calories. That's protein density you'd expect from expensive shakes, but in a simple, familiar food that feels comforting on the plate. It's also one of the most versatile cheeses around. You can eat it plain, mix it with fruit for a sweet snack, add it to salads, or even blend it into pancake batter for a protein boost. Some people even use it as a base for spreads or dips. This flexibility makes cottage cheese less of a diet food and more of an everyday companion. Of course, not everyone loves the texture. Some find it too lumpy or bland. The good news is, those issues can be fixed. Try whipping it in a blender for a smooth finish, or pairing it with cinnamon and berries for flavor. It's one of those foods that adapts to your taste, which is why dietitians often call it a blank canvas for healthy eating. And before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried eating cottage cheese at night, or is it new to you? Drop a comment below. I read every one of them, and your story might inspire someone else. And if you find this helpful, a quick like and subscribe helps this channel bring more health tips to people just like you. Cottage cheese proves that you don't need fancy supplements or powders to protect your muscles. Sometimes the simplest, most traditional foods carry the greatest benefits. And speaking of traditional, our next cheese has been cherished in Italian kitchens for centuries, not only for its creamy taste, but also for its surprising impact on health. Let's talk about ricotta cheese. 5. Ricotta cheese. Ricotta cheese, the creamy secret to lasting strength. If cottage cheese is the gentle everyday helper, then ricotta is its rich, elegant cousin. Smooth, creamy, and deeply nourishing. For many seniors, ricotta brings back memories of homemade lasagna or a slice of cheesecake. But beyond taste, it carries a quiet power for protecting muscles and supporting energy after 60. Ricotta is made from whey, the liquid left behind after other cheeses are produced. That might sound simple, but it's actually what makes ricotta special. Whey protein is one of the most easily absorbed proteins on Earth, often used in shakes and supplements for athletes. What many don't realize is that you can get those same benefits straight from a spoonful of ricotta. This makes it especially valuable for seniors whose digestion may not be as efficient as it once was. Every serving of ricotta provides a balanced mix of fast-digesting whey and other proteins, giving your muscles both an immediate boost and lasting support. That's important because, as we age, the body becomes less responsive to protein. You need not only enough of it, but also the right type. Ricotta delivers both. Beyond protein, ricotta is loaded with calcium, vitamin A, and even small amounts of zinc and phosphorus. These nutrients work together to strengthen bones, maintain vision, and support immune health. That means ricotta isn't just helping your muscles, it's protecting your entire foundation for healthy aging. Another advantage? Ricotta is naturally lower in sodium compared to many aged cheeses. High salt intake can raise blood pressure, something many over 60 already keep a close eye on. Choosing ricotta over saltier cheeses allows you to enjoy rich flavor without extra risk. And let's not forget its versatility. Ricotta fits seamlessly into both savory and sweet meals. Spread it on whole grain toast with a drizzle of honey, stir it into oatmeal for a creamy texture, or use it in pasta dishes to replace heavier cheeses. These small swaps make it easy to enjoy ricotta daily, without it feeling like health food. Still, moderation matters. Ricotta is higher in calories than cottage cheese, so portion size is key. Think of 2 or 3 spoonfuls as a boost, not a mountain on your plate. Combined with other muscle-friendly foods, it can be one of the most satisfying tools in your daily routine. So, after looking at Swiss, Feta, Parmesan, Cottage, and Ricotta, what do all these cheeses really teach us? They show us that strength after 60 doesn't come from powders or pills. It can come from simple, familiar foods. Foods that bring comfort, flavor, and health all at once. In the conclusion, let's tie these lessons together and see how they can fit into your daily life. We've just uncovered 5 everyday cheeses with surprising power for anyone over 60. Swiss to protect your heart, Feta to calm inflammation and support your joints, Parmesan to switch muscle growth back on, Cottage cheese to feed your body through the night, and Ricotta to rebuild muscle fast. No fancy supplements, no expensive powders. Sometimes it's just a simple slice of cheese eaten at the right time that keeps you strong, mobile, and independent. The key is consistency. You don't have to add all 5 at once. Start with the one you enjoy most. Make it part of your daily routine, and notice how your strength, balance, and energy slowly come back. If this helped you, hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next health tip that could change your life.